Hello viewers and students, this is lecture 4 and it is part B of lecture 4, and in this lecture we are going to discuss principal stresses and principal planes with the help of Moore's circle method. Now in this lecture we will deal with one real numerical and we have to find sigma n, sigma t, sigma r, sigma p1 and sigma p2 of an element as shown in the figure. And as it is clear from the figure that sigma x is 400 megapascal, sigma y is 150 megapascal. All the shear stress, that is at sigma x, the shear stress is clockwise, which is positive plus 100 megapascal, and at sigma y it is anti-clockwise, which is minus 100 megapascal. Also we have to find sigma n, sigma t and all the other values, and on at a plane at an angle inclined at an angle 30 degree with axis BC. So you need to keep in your mind that the angle of the plane is 30 degree, and we have to find sigma n and sigma t at the plane 30 degree. So beginning with Mohr circle, first of all you have to take a scale, and I have taken scale, let 10 megapascal equals to 1 centimeter, and accordingly sigma x, which is 400 megapascal, becomes 40 centimeter, sigma y, which is 150 megapascal, becomes 15 centimeter, and shear stress, which is plus minus 100 megapascal, becomes plus minus 10 centimeter. And in Mohr circle you have to double the angle, that is theta, which is given as 30 degree. So we have to double the angle, that is twice of theta is close to 60 degree. One thing you have to keep in your mind that you can choose scale as per your convenience, because mostly we have to draw the diagram on A4 size. So 40 centimeter are quite a large length compared to A4 size. So you can take larger scale, that is 20 megapascal or 25 megapascal equals to 1 centimeter, and accordingly your values will be reduced and it may come in the range of your A4 size paper. So beginning with the Mohr circle, as I know that I have already taken 10 megapascal to 1 centimeter, and these values I have been written in the corner of the screen, right corner of the screen. Now first of all, draw x-axis. In last lecture we have seen that all the normal stresses are plotted on x-axis and all the shear stress, tangential stress are plotted on y-axis, and you can see plus tau and minus tau, and plus sigma n and minus sigma n, which is tensile and compressive respectively. Now first of all you have to take a point for sigma x, and I have taken point for sigma x at a distance 40 centimeter, because 400 megapascal equals to 40 centimeter of sigma x. Similarly you have to take a point for sigma y, which is 150 megapascal equals to 15 centimeter. So I have located a point for sigma y, which is 15 centimeter. Now on sigma x, take an plus 10 centimeter length perpendicular to the sigma x, because we know that at sigma x the shear stress, external shear stress was clockwise. So this is a plus 10 centimeter length clockwise, and the coordinate of this point will be 40, 10. And another case for sigma y, we have to take minus 10 centimeter, because shear stress was anti-clockwise at sigma y. So this is minus 10, and the coordinate of this point will be 40, minus 40, minus 10. And we get 2 points here, first point here and first point here, and we have to connect these 2 points with a line like this. Now we get the center point of our circle. This point is the center point of our circle. Now taking this length as the radius of the circle and putting a compass at this point and drawing a circle. So we have drawn a circle like this, and now this line, which is the diameter of the circle and which we have used to make a circle, is our new baseline, and from this new baseline take a double of the angle on the plane, and that is 2 theta equals to 60 degree. So measuring a point P at an angle 60 degree from this baseline, and we get P point, which is our required point which we wanted to have, and the coordinate of this point P point will be sigma n and sigma t, and sigma n and sigma t can be calculated accordingly. So this length will be sigma n, which is 12.5 centimeter, and this length will be sigma t, which is tangential stress on the plane at an angle of 30 degree, but in our case in Mohr circle we have to double the angle, which is 60 degree. So this length will be 5.80 centimeter. We can also calculate maximum principal stress, which sigma p1, which is 43.5 centimeter, and minimum principal stress, minor principal stress, which is 11.4 centimeter. The maximum shear stress is the radius of the Mohr circle, which is tau max equals to 16 centimeter. So radius of the Mohr circle is 16 centimeter. Sigma r and sigma phi can also be calculated. However, I haven't written the values here. You can also know the plane for maximum principal stress and minimum principal stress. So this point is a minimum principal stress, this point is for maximum principal stress, and you can locate this point sigma p2, which is a minimum principal stress. Now this angle will be the 2 theta p2, and 2 theta p2 by measuring with the help of protractor you will get 40 degree. And similarly you can also calculate 2 theta p1 by measuring this angle, which is 140 plus 180 plus 40 degree, which is 2 theta p1 equals to 220 degree, and this point is sigma p1. So both the values for theta p1 and theta p2 can be calculated with the help of protractor, and placing protractor at this line, and you can measure this point, that is this line for theta p2 and this line for theta p1, and you can see that the angle between p2 and sigma p1 is always 180 degree in Mohr circle. However, in real element it will be 90 degree. So with this we have completed our question and drawn the Mohr cycle, and after drawing we have to reconvert the scale, and for the answer you can see all the answers are written in megapascal and degree. 2 theta p1 which is 220 degree and theta p1 equals to 110 degree, 2 theta p2 which is 40 degree and theta p2 equals to 20 degree. So all the answer is being converted and we know that the answer is being calculated here. Thank you very much, and please like, share and subscribe. If you have any query, any question, you can ask, you can write on the comment box. Thank you very much.